Ия қадірменді көрермен, біз Astana конгресс орталығынан жұмысымызды ары қарай жалғастырамыз. Жаңа ғана тарихи сәтке куә болдық. Астана халықаралық қаржы орталығы ресми түрде жұмысын бастады. Ал оның акционерлерінің бірі ретінде әлемдегі ең ірі биржалардың бірі Nasdaq осы әріптес болған екен. Осы биржаның төрағасының орынбасары Сэнди Фрушер қазір біздің мобильді студиямызда тұр. Біз ол кісімен осы ортақ жұмыс туралы сұхбаттаспақпыз. Mr. Frusher, thank you for joining us today.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Question: Nasdaq is the biggest stock in the world, and IFC is the smallest. What would be the first steps in this together work?
Well, this has not been my first trip. I've been to Kazakhstan before, but the last time I was here, it was white. And what makes this lovely is that I have now also been here to experience your spring and your summer. So it's wonderful for me to be here again in Kazakhstan, particularly for such an important event as today.
What are you expecting from the IFC? What would be the first job blocks?
Well, the Kazakhstan Stock Exchange is a very important part of a lifting up of the economy of Kazakhstan. It is an international institution, but stock exchanges are wonderful opportunities for the average person in a country, in a place, to lift themselves up, because the stock exchange is democratic. Anybody, even the lowest person on the economic ladder, can invest to buy a single stock or two stocks or 3 shares of stock, and that allows people to have savings, to have growth, and to make a better life for themselves. So stock exchanges are a very important part of the ecosystem. First and foremost, it gives an opportunity for companies to raise money, and then it gives an opportunity for people to invest in their company and in their country.
How do you think? Would it be difficult first time to work IFC? Maybe it can be. You can advise something.
Well, to start an international institution isn't easy. The Chinese have a wonderful saying. It's a proverb. It says a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a first step. And today was the first official step. But I think the stock exchange will become fully functional in the next year. And within that time frame, you're going to see listings and companies putting their future with the exchange and for people to invest in the exchange. And I think that whole ecosystem will start to flourish within the first year. And then it'll become a very important regional center.
What would be the exactly position of Nasdaq in the world?
Well, Nasdaq is the largest technology provider for stock exchanges in the world. We provide technology for 130 stock exchanges around the world, including 30 that Nasdaq runs themselves. So we're an international player, and we understand the good things to do and the bad things to do, and we're here to advise the Astana Stock Exchange on how to have best kinds of practices and the best technology. And that's very important, because in the next 4 to 5 years, you're going to see a revolution in technology for stock exchanges. And most stock exchanges will operate within what they call the cloud, which means that connectivity, the ability to conduct business from anywhere in the world, will be facilitated by the new technology that's going to be in the cloud. So Astana may be far away from traditional other financial capitals, but through the technology, it will become a very important global player.
Maybe some technologies you can give or study, teach to some technologies.
Well, one wonderful thing about this country that I have seen, and I am learning more every day, Kazakhstan is a very large country in terms of kilometers, but it has 20 million people, which is relatively small in the world. And yet, the expression that we use in America is that you punch above your weight. You're small, but you're going to be important. You're going to be much bigger than the size of your population, because you have hardworking, industrious, educated, committed people who are committed. They are all working to make this place a better place for the country, for themselves, for their families, and for future generations. So it's quite wonderful to see that kind of courage, that kind of strength, that kind of initiative. And you see it all here in Kazakhstan.
Yes, as you said, you have small people, and the first, most of players would be our local people or international companies, maybe?
Both. Both. You have to rely on the local people to provide a base, but you have wonderful companies here. A lot of them are energy-related, mineral-related companies, and that will attract investment from all over the world. So, yes, you need the support of the local people, but that support will also bring in international players because Kazakhstan's mineral base is very, very important.
Okay, thank you very much for your interesting stuff. Please, I will present you one more for our viewers because it's a live stream. Қадірменді көрермен, естеріңізге салайын, біздің кезекті спикеріміз Nasdaq биржасының төрағасының орынбасары Сэнди Фрушер болатын. Ол кісінің айтуынша, енді басталғанымен Astana халықаралық қаржы орталығы бірден ең жаңа технологияларды, мүмкіндіктерді пайдалана отырып, үздік биржалармен қатарласып жұмыс істей алады. Онымен қоса біздің халқымыз аз болғанымен табиғи байлығымыз, қорымыз мол, олармен жұмыс істейтін ірі компаниялар да жетерлік, сол үшін олар шетелдіктерден қалмай бірге жұмыс істей алады. Біз эфирімізді алда уақытта жалғастырамыз, бізбен бірге болыңыздар.